Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Jay-Z claims that he was never friends with Diddy.
Ain't that your friend? Ain't that your friend?
To say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
I mean, Mr. Carter has nothing to do with Mr. Combs' case or Mr. Combs. They knew each other professionally for a number of years, just like in all professions. People know each other. At the music awards, they support each other. If you go to the NBA All-Star game, they support each other. That's just how professions work. There is no closer association between any of them. That's also a matter of fiction.
In 2023, Diddy claimed the only person other than his mother that can call him Shawn is Jay-Z.
There's only one person.
Oh, go on.
And I call him Shawn. That's Jay-Z. We call each other Shawn.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody else could call me Shawn.
He's the only person who's Shawn approved.
There's not a single person that
outside
should be,
of family.
That should be outside of my mother.
Okay,
That should be calling me.
Jay-Z said, "I got 99 problems, but being friends with Diddy ain't one." Since being listed in one of Diddy's lawsuits as a defendant who was accused of helping Diddy essay a 13-year-old girl, Jay has been fighting for his life trying to prove the allegations are indeed wrong. Jay's attorney, Alex Spiro, held a press conference yesterday poking all kinds of holes in the alleged victim's account of the night in question. He also took a few jabs at attorney Tony Busby. And what kind of showdown would this be if Busby didn't take his shots back? We are going to get into all of this and so much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this story and so much more. Now let's get back into it. Now, according to her lawsuit, the Alabama woman alleged that the assault took place in the year 2000 at the MTV Video Music Awards after party. Now, again, she was 13 years old at the time, living in Rochester, New York, and a friend of hers who is now deceased drove her 5 hours to the award show and dropped her off. Now, without a ticket, she had to stay outside with the rest of the crowd, and she stated that she watched the award show on a Jumbotron. But according to Jay-Z's attorneys, there wasn't a Jumbotron at that event.
So she then gets there, right? And she has this vivid tale of watching it on a Jumbotron. It's in her complaint. Clear as day. There was no Jumbotron that year. Okay? I don't know whether they were Googling images and found the wrong year. I don't know whether she's just making it up out of whole cloth. There is no Jumbotron. In fact, they didn't even get a permit, according to the police and the city, for the Jumbotron that year. So that didn't happen. None of the details are right because this never happened.
Also, according to Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, Diddy didn't live in a White House at the time.
We start off with the location. And according to their complaint, after approximately 20 minutes, she arrived at a White House with a U-shaped driveway and a gate. There is no such location in New York, 20 minutes from Radio City. It does not exist. There is no such location. This was supposed to have taken place at Mr. Combs' after party, according to them. When you look at the homes associated with Mr. Combs during that period of time, and even not during that period of time, none of them matches. He had a townhouse, he had a house in the Hamptons hours away, and he had homes in New Jersey, but not at that time. None of the homes work, the location doesn't work, because this never happened.
Now, I want to know why Diddy's team didn't use this whole Diddy didn't have a White House at the time defense to get this Jane Doe to go away if it was that easy.
And his whereabouts, you quickly realize, because there's photographic evidence and witnesses are coming forward, that Mr. Carter was at a commercial establishment after the VMAs. He wasn't at a house. Unfortunately for them, they needed to create this house in order to create the narrative. But he wasn't at a White House that did not exist. And this is a photograph of him at a location after the VMAs.
Review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities. She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, you know, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time.
And say, I'm religious. I remember his tattoo. She looks and remembers so vividly the tattoo and the conversation with Mr. Madden. Well, Mr. Madden wasn't there. He already said he wasn't there. His tour schedule said he wasn't there. And he wasn't there because this never happened.
Jay-Z comes in and me. Well, he at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the.
After the alleged, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, "I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind," he said.
Now, either someone has paid this woman, her father, and any other witness to botch this story, or the story was never true to begin with.
When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements. "I have made some mistakes," she said. "Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me." The accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, said, "Because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her, to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress." In a statement to NBC News, Shawn Carter said, "This incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory."
Photographs. That whole area was blocked off. We've spoken to numerous people there that were in security. No one could have gotten anywhere near those cars because this never happened. She gets that fact wrong. And you know, the whole story about, of all people, she knocks on Puff's window. 13-year-old girl in Midtown by herself. Just think about that. Think about that. You got to ask yourself what's going on here, right? And you all saw that videotape of her being interviewed in the shadowy room. She's holding a teddy bear. She's talking about her issues, her head trauma. She's been through a lot in her life, you can tell. And so who took advantage of this? Why are we here? Why is this story getting created? And I'll tell you who took advantage of this. This lawyer took advantage of this. That's what's going on here. And you can see here, now that this is starting to unravel and the truth is coming out, he's starting to walk away from it. He's saying, "Oh, sorry, this case was referred to our firm by another firm, so I didn't really check it out," is basically what he's saying, right? He brings an accusation like this, attacks a man with the integrity of Mr. Carter, and all he has to say for himself now is, "Well, I didn't really check on this. I got a referral, trying to make a little bit of money, so we just went live with it."
Attorney Tony Busby responded by saying this: "I've been representing victims of SA for many years. I've seen what they go through when they make allegations against powerful people. Typically, the defense is to attack the alleged victim. Mr. Spiro has decided to attack the alleged victim's lawyer, but I've been attacked before and won't be bullied. As for his client's non-relationship to Diddy, I won't comment on that."
Anything else?
Will Mr. Carter say anything more specifically about Mr. Combs? He didn't really address him in his statement, but anything since outlets and internet speculation have tried to affiliate the two of them, he didn't really, in his statement, specifically say anything about any of the allegations.
I mean, Mr. Carter has nothing to do with Mr. Combs' case or Mr. Combs. They knew each other professionally for a number of years, just like in all professions. People know each other. At the music awards, they support each other. If you go to the NBA All-Star game, they support each other. That's just how professions work. There is no closer association between any of them. That's also a matter of fiction. That's all that there is. He doesn't know anything about the charges or allegations against him. He has nothing to do with that case. And there's nothing more to say.
Now, I'm sure Diddy is feeling very betrayed now that Jay-Z has denounced his friendship. However, I hope Jay-Z's nose is clean, because if there's any tapes out there, you best believe they're dropping very soon. What I need to do is hear from you. What do you think about everything going on with and him denouncing his friendship from Sean Diddy Combs? Leave a comment and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. As always, thanks for watching. But before you go, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any of my new episodes.